It's finally time for my week 6 update at Maestro University. And I know week 6 update is really late. It's actually time for the week 7 update, and that's why I'm actually gonna give y'all both parts in one. Give y'all week 6 and week 7 in the same video. I was having some health issues for the past couple of weeks. It's been so much chaos when it comes to my health. I just needed to recuperate. I did not have the energy, the capacity to make any Maestro content last week, so I did not. But I'm here now, and I'm going to share my week 6 review with you, starting with how the review went. For week 6, this is another one of those weeks where you are going to need to take all your notes. You need to take a lot of notes and make sure that you have your notes with you when you are taking that review, because it is another difficult review. And like I said, when I was in week 5, I was starting to understand the concepts a lot better, so it was getting a little bit easier for me. And that was also true going into week 6. Although the coursework itself, the lessons to me felt easier, that review at the end was very hard. So again, just take a lot of notes. Well, besides the review being a little harder for me than what I was used to in the previous weeks, I really don't have any complaints or anything about my week 6 experience. It was pretty smooth sailing. In my previous video, I mentioned about how classes work at Maestro. So we did 3 weeks of one class, 3 weeks of another class, and 3 weeks of another class. Then you'll have your final exam at the end of the term, which will be in week 10. So each term is 10 weeks, and you'll get that final exam at the end of each term. We did Introduction to Python. I cannot remember for the life of me what that second class was. I probably should have looked it up, but whatever. Don't remember the name of that class, but we did that for 3 weeks. And now we are in psychology. Psychology course was actually really fun for me. It was an easy course. I was able to finish it really quickly. So week 7 went by really quickly for me, which was great because I had a lot of stuff to do. And again, health reasons, I needed to be able to take that break this week, and I was happy that I was able to do that. And if you are still here at this point, that means you really want to know my honest opinion about Maestro and how I feel about everything. And honestly, guys, I still love it. Okay, don't get me wrong, I still love it, but I am having a few, I don't know, thoughts about how the final exam is going to work. So at first we were told that we would be taking the final exam and it would be the same way that our reviews were set up, but now it's to the point where I've gotten an email that said that it's going to be like a proctored exam where you're on camera and things like that, and you can't use any of your resources, no notes, no anything. And it's supposed to not be about memorization, rather problem solving than memorization. But me and a lot of the other students who are in my cohort are confused as to why we can't use our notes if it's not about memory. Like I feel like that I won't be able to properly execute the exam because I can't solve the problem because I can't remember the procedure that I need to take to solve the problem. That's one of my biggest fears. That's one of my biggest worries when it comes to this exam. One of the reasons why I chose Maestro was because it was not traditional. I did not want to have to sit in a structured environment to take my exam. I've gone to online college before. I've gone to SNHU and I've taken exams and things like that. I was going for psychology. So I'm not new to online schooling, and this school in particular, because it was so different, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to join Maestro. I wanted to enroll. And now the way that the testing is set up is really scaring me because I'm not a person that tests well. And so this became something so lenient throughout the whole course, so lenient, so you can take the reviews as many times as you want to, and it's pass or fail. You know, it's been so lenient throughout the whole course, out the whole term. And now that it's to the exam, it's so structured and so the opposite. It's kind of mind-boggling to me how they want their students to succeed. I don't know. I'm just going to keep updating y'all. I have 2 more weeks of psychology. Then we take the final exam. You know I'm taking y'all along with me. I'm going to be sharing everything, okay? If these reviews or updates have been helpful, be sure to give me a like and a follow for more Maestro content.